Welcome. This is Sakamoto Day's review, and so far we only have two episodes that release, and I'm going to review both of them. Episodes 12 and 13. Now, the great thing about Sakamoto Days, it's very chill. I love how the new intro, you can tell, as someone mentioned, how they did better in this second part of the first season because it has all the aesthetics, like vibes. I was getting 70s vibes as well. It's just so vibrant. I kind of wish that some animes they would actually keep that vibrancy that they invest in the intros and make an anime that has it throughout the entire episode, because the intro, it has the color switches and a certain vibrancy that's not in the regular playtime. It's not in the episode itself. Like the episode itself, because of the nature and certain topics discussed, it has this serious gray scale undertone. There's not so much vibrancy, but in the intro, definitely there. Now, I liked how in episode 12, we didn't even focus on Sakamoto. He was talked about, and of course he was shown, but we focused mostly on the environment they're in right now. What we're going to see, and that's the death row inmates, which I'm already disliking. That now, on the outside though, in character building, I really like this character that they showed. I don't like what she stands for, I don't like who she is, but I liked how she looked. You know, the earrings, the hoops, the short haircut, liked that. I wish they had a character that looked like this that wasn't a bad guy, because you can't even cheer for her. You're just waiting for her downfall. And all the other death row inmates, and I already knew this guy, I knew he was crazy, and I hope the girl he was with in the beginning is still alive. That's all you can hope for. And then we have our guy, the blonde hair guy, Shin. He was on it. He really tried to like guard Lou and everything. She didn't really fight, and he was getting into his third, fourth, fifth eye trying to fight this dude, because this dude was, as villainous as he was, he knew how to fight. Once he learned that Shin could read minds, he acted on instinct and didn't even think about his next move. His body just did it. But then Shin was able to lock in on the subconscious. In the second episode, episode 13, we have Lou taking the initiative to fight, and the fact that she fought by drinking ethanol, I'm like, is that even okay for humans to consume? Because sure enough, she unlocked a certain type of personality that was able to take this ass down without Shin's help, really. So I was impressed by that, and I was like, yeah, they don't even need Sakamoto's help, because the whole time I'm thinking, where's Sakamoto? He's gonna help them, save them, but they don't need help. And then we saw the girl from the order fight, and we saw all the damage she did, so I'm like, how are they going to clean up these temple stones? How are they going to do that? But, you know, to each his own. They can claim it was an earthquake or something. But I liked how we saw the reasoning behind the psycho girl, who I liked how her character looked, but I didn't like how she was. I was waiting. I was like, yeah, she needs to go, because the fact that not only was in this a psycho level, she really thought she was going to come into another country and mess people up, and they're like, nah, baby, you got yourself messed up. In a way, it became full circle. The girl, she was like, you know, oh yeah, you're looking for someone to love? Well, you being evil gives me a reason to live, so thank you. And in a way, she got what she wanted on her dying breath. But yeah, she needs to go. And I'm actually surprised this is the first person they take out besides the other dude. I thought it was gonna be the one that had the harsh spider webs that they showed in here. And that guy, it's giving a low budget Spider-Man, like if it had poisonous webs, and or even that one lower level demon from Demon Slayer that was in the mountains. It was giving that webs, the deadly little threads. But yeah, and then he tries to go rogue just for the bad guy Slur, and in charge with getting the death row inmates out to society. He was cool with it. He's like, oh yeah, cool. And then we're left on this little cliffhanger where the guy shows up to Sakamoto's store, and I said, watch she bust a move. I already know, if you're married to Sakamoto, you're not a weak person to me. You know self-defense. She knows how to throw down. I'm pretty sure she's going to be able to fend for herself before someone comes, or maybe she'll be able to whip up her all by herself. But we're going to see. Sakamoto, you can just watch, sit down, and chill. It's chill vibes. Despite all the situation going on, it's very chill. I think it's not as intense, I should say, as others, because there's this carefree, modern day family togetherness, friendship mentorship, blooming relations, and a lovely, healthy environment in the background. Like, this is not those, I'll get to the other anime I'm going to review, because the other anime I'm watching, average trope. The main character loses someone, and that fuels rage and anger and drive to go and get stronger. But in this case, Sakamoto is strong as heck. We don't even know. Technically, he has no limit. There's no given limit of how strong Sakamoto is, how powerful, how much fighting experience he has as previously a hitman, because quote unquote he's retired or settled down, but that doesn't mean he's lost his touch. And I can't even decide which one I like more, his fluffy version or a muscular version. They're both likable. I enjoy seeing either one. We don't have that tragic story for him. He might have a tragic story, but it's not like he lost his wife and child and is going on a whole thing to get, that's the average trope. But no, he has a family, he has a daughter, and they're happy, healthy, and the whole thing is about keeping them safe and making sure to appease his wife's wishes by staying out of hitman life. But the hitman life keeps trying to find him for some reason. I'm like, why? Just leave him alone. It's just about him surviving and him keeping his peace, basically. And Sakamoto, he never loses his peace, though. That's the thing. It always goes back to the heart of the show, which is family and happiness. That's happy. And that's why, despite all these serious situations going on, we see him having his happily ever after, which I find wonderful and pleasant. It's very different from your normal stuff where it's not a happy story. Even Demon Slayer, it's not. Find happiness in the little things. But we have to remember the main character in average anime stories, they're not happy, or not truly, or there's something missing from their life. But in this Sakamoto's case, it's not that. And that's why this is such a pleasant show to watch. A great thing. And I'm glad they released it on Mondays, because for a lot of people, Mondays are those not as fun days. But for me, this is always, Mondays are great, especially with Sakamoto days coming out. Oh yeah, they're extra great, because this is the start of a new week, and you get to have Sakamoto to tie you over until the other episodes for other animes are released. So yes, I'm very excited. I'm going to try from now on to react to Sakamoto. I hope to do that. Of course, there's the issue of fighting copyright. So if I can't do certain things, I'll put the full reaction on Patreon. It will be on my regular tiers. Go check that out. And then I will have the condensed version or a loud version on YouTube. I wanted to do the review for the Sakamoto days because I wasn't able to fully capture the first one, the full, react to it with my face. I just reacted to it by just recording my sound and not putting anything. And then when I tried to post the reaction, it wasn't allowed. And then when I tried to edit, it got corrupted, the file. So review it is for episode 12 and 13. I'll try to react to the future ones, and you might just get the reactions where just my voice, because I tried to put more into these reactions by trying to make time, because I have another channel. But then yeah, you'll get these review for this week and then in the future reactions. So feel free to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you're updated every time I post. And that's all for now. Bye!